WBCB presents Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change!
I can't believe I'm putting my voice to this.
Call in with a question or comment at 215-949-3232 or 888-922-2149.
Thank you for your irrelevant opinion.
And now, here's your host of Pro Wrestling Weekly, Fearon Derry.
The first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I got to say. I'm a broadcast journalist. I have a right to my opinion.
Oh, son of a...
I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even at commentary.
There's the sound of the bell. We are set to go. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 AM WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry here with you alongside Lucas the intern and engineer Chris Ermer. We are live at Signamania 8 and are going to be, for the next hour and a half.
Yes.
Like Ric Flair and Barry Windham back in the late 80s, we're going 90 minutes.
Let me tell you something. They're just hanging from the rafters here, Gorilla.
I was going to say, it is a happening, in the words of the late, great Gorilla Monsoon. I mean, all kinds of folks here. Rob Van Dam walking right by our table as we speak.
Oh, man, earlier today I got brought by Jimmy Superfly Snuka. He came
Jimmy
by,
Superfly Snuka.
I think so, yeah. He came by
the Hall of Famer. Yeah, there's...
Shook my hand.
There are quite a bit of folks here. You definitely want to come on out. Everything's going on today here until 4 o'clock. It's at 610 Worcester Road here in Fairless Hills, PA. Signamania 8. Just a litany of guests so far. Matt and Jeff Hardy, there's a considerable line for that. Definitely want to get here to be a part of that. Rick and Scott Steiner I saw earlier. Got the chance to chat with Alberto Del Rio. King Kong Bundy, super
Joey
nice.
Styles.
Joey Styles, yeah. I wanted to get him on here, but unfortunately he's bound by this being underneath the Stanford umbrella. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. What's that mean?
Means he's with WWE. Oh. He's under contract.
Got it.
But he definitely had some fun stories to share, most of which I don't think I can repeat on the air, just because, there's a reason that he is known as the original loose cannon of commentary, star previous Eric Gargiulo. Okay. No,
he does
the
not
laughter
hold
is
back.
appreciated. No, he does not hold back.
Oh, what?
Even now, as he is working up in Stanford for WWE, he does not hold back, to say the least. But a litany of folks. I saw Ricardo Rodriguez floating around here. Drew McIntyre, yeah, he's back in the cafeteria here. Kurt Hawkins, Howard Finkel, super nice guy. Howard Finkel is.
We even got to have a little bit of a conversation with Kong Bundy.
I thought I mentioned him a little. Okay, I don't know. I'm going through the names. There's so much going on here.
Yeah.
It is a happening, to say the least.
Yeah.
It is Signamania. It's going on until 4 o'clock today. We are here until 1:30. We're getting a bonus half hour. We've got news and notes to talk about. We've got giveaways here. We've got Pennsylvania lottery tickets. We've got WWE DVDs. We've got all kinds of stuff, so people are going to be stopping over. We'll try to have a chat with a few of them as the hour and a half goes along here. Where to start? Well, I guess we'll start here because that's where we are.
Somehow, Fearon, you're even going to weave in Scooby-Doo into the show, and I really appreciate that.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
With the kids being here, yes, we are going to we're going to talk a little bit of Scooby-Doo.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not at all. But I mean, just the litany of folks who are here. I mean, 4 WWE Hall of Famers, 4 former WWE or World Wrestling Federation champions, 2 former WCW World Heavyweight champions, 4 former tag team champions. Tag teams, the Demolition is here, the Hardys are here, the Nasty Boys, the Steiner Brothers, former Intercontinental champions. There are so many people here. You definitely want to get down here and check it out. I mean, even Chris, who has admittedly doesn't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch.
That's right. Yeah, but I
has
have
an
to
appreciation for everything that's going on.
I have to admit,
I don't mean to rip on you.
No, but I mean, you're right on the money, I think, really, with that critique of my wrestling knowledge.
It wasn't a critique; it was an assessment.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Well, I was.
That's what I do as a broadcast journalist.
When Scooby-Doo wasn't on the list of who's who and who's here, I was a little disappointed. So that shows about where my wrestling acumen was. Because
Yeah, it is a little bit disappointing that that's your wrestling.
Yes, I thought Shaggy and Velma were going to be signing.
Well, I think there are some people who might be looking for Scooby snacks around here. So
I'm face palming right now. If you guys can't see.
Which they can't because it's radio.
Yeah, thank you, Fearon. Thank you for that.
And, of course, Signamania 8 presented by George's Cards and Collectibles. George's 3 locations for all your sports and wrestling memorabilia needs. And we have the Hulkster here, at least somebody who looks a lot like him, a Hulkamaniac, to say the least. I've seen him at a lot of live events before. And
this guy has been saying his prayers, and he has been taking his vitamins.
He has, and he's certainly been training as well.
That's right.
I don't know if he's quite at 24-inch pythons, but
pretty
close. Maybe 19, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to see with those big sleeves.
I don't know. The pythons are more like garter snakes.
This true and accurate, to say the least.
Yeah.
But yes, George's Cards and Collectibles bringing us this all to us here. Their original store at 7755 New Falls Road in Levittown, the Oxford Valley store in the Sears Court on the lower level, and their newest location in the Chamonix Mall in the movie theater wing. You can give George's a call for information on upcoming events and all the stuff that they have. They've got wrestling figures, they've got replica belts, they've just to give you some of the stuff that we've seen. I think at their New Fall store they have an autographed sledgehammer by Triple H, an autographed 2x4
Apple.
The autographed flask by ODB, an autographed Apple by Carlito.
Now that's cool.
An autographed 2x4 by Hacksaw Jim Duggan, WWE Hall of Famer. Just to name a few things.
Steve Austin's biography signed by the Rattlesnake himself.
Oh yeah, we could spend the whole hour and a half just talking about all the stuff that they have, but to better find out, you can give them a call at 215-943-2475 or visit them on the web at georgescollectibles.com. Speaking of Hall of Famers, Hall of Famer Jimmy Superfly Snuka just walking by the table.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're right next to the men's and women's rooms. That's why we have a lot of people walking by, but that's certainly not a bad thing. We'll see if we can flag some of them down over the course of the next hour and a half, and a lot of stuff to talk about. One thing that has been...
After they do their business, we can say if they wash their hands or not. We can give them a hand check.
Oh, there we go. We got the Blue Meanie around here. We'll see if we can bring him over as well before he... I know he has to get out of here and head down to Paulsboro for the Monster Factory.
Brian, I'm here with the worst ideas that I possibly can come up with, and I'm really coming out of the gate full force here on your show today.
You're just sprinting out of the gate.
That's right.
You're just
shooting blanks, just shooting from the hip. The philosopher.
Oh goodness! Speaking of shooting, I think I'm about the story that came out earlier this week. You've, I'm sure, heard about the guest star for this coming Monday Night Raw.
Let's just get this over with.
Yes, Grumpy Cat.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, one person is excited. Okay, we have one woman over here who's excited about Grumpy Cat. But yes, Grumpy Cat is going to appear this Monday on WWE's Monday Night Raw.
The internet just exploded, Fearon, if you can't already tell.
Yeah, Grumpy Cat will be promoting her new movie, Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever, which I didn't realize that Grumpy Cat was in a movie, but now apparently I know.
Please tell me this is probably going to be on Nickelodeon, isn't it?
No, Lifetime Network, actually.
What? That is...
I kid you not.
That is unlikely on both WWE and Lifetime Networks.
Stephanie McMahon said in the press release, WWE's mission is to put smiles on people's faces, and now we will attempt the same with Grumpy Cat.
And then it's basically filling up Twitter feeds too is another thing that WWE is good at.
She goes on to say, we are going to do everything in our power to make sure she has a good time. Now, whether or not the rest of the audience has a good time remains to be seen. Hard to say.
Will Grumpy Cat appear in a bout against Spuds McKenzie or something?
Hornswoggle? The cat versus the bull, El Torito?
Maybe the cat, maybe Grumpy Cat versus the bunny, Adam Rose's bunny.
They just cuddle for 15 minutes.
I don't know. There's so much that just it makes my head spin on it. Even Joey, well, I can't say what Joey Styles had to say about it, but needless to say, it was very entertaining, and quite a lot of other things.
If you almost do that again, I'll just do like the chop.
Oh yeah, if you'll give me a chop to hush me up.
Just so we don't get him in trouble. Yeah.
Okay, yes. For those just kind of walking along here, this is WBCB Radio Pro Wrestling Weekly. We are broadcasting live at the moment here from Signamania, and we're talking about all kinds of things wrestling. And if you'd like, we can even get you on and talk to you. Oh, look at this. We've got one of the folks from the Monster Factory up here. He's going to give me a fist bump. I don't know. Can we get him on the microphone, or you got nothing for me? All right.
Topic of the moment, Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat's going to be on Monday Night Raw. Yes,
the look on his face is just
that look of exasperation.
He was just like, I'm going to slap you, Chris. I really will. I'm not.
I don't know necessarily about that.
I'll be lucky to walk out of here.
He had that look on his face, just like, ugh, not this again.
Oh, goodness. All right, another news. Well, Alberto Del Rio's here.
Yeah.
Well, the artist known, I guess, as Alberto Del Rio. I don't know. We have the event photographer taking pictures.
Reference? Really?
Well, at least it wasn't the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea, which WCW used back in 98, 99.
Oh, my God.
I know. The things that you weren't around for because you were in diapers.
Thank God, actually, for some of those moments.
Well, yes, a lot of WCW in the late 90s, early 2000s.
So I have an excuse. How did you not see that? Well, I was 2 seconds.
There you go. Well, now, of course, you can check it out on the WWE Network. I wasn't going to say the price. I'm sure enough people know by now. It's trended. It's bored people. It's left scowls, kind of like this kid over here. I'm picking on Alex, who has been on the show before. He's in attendance at Signamania and rolling his eyes because I'm mentioning his name live on the radio. Just having a fantastic time here at Signamania. But Del Rio, that's what I was getting to. He announced on Twitter that he is completely free of WWE after reaching an agreement that frees him of any contractual obligations. Apparently there was some murky legal stuff after he was released back on August 7th. Citing the unprofessional conduct and altercation with an employee. We talked about that ad nauseum. But WWE issuing a statement following his departure from WWE, former WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio and WWE have reached a mutual understanding with regard to his future booking opportunities. WWE wishes Alberto the best in his future endeavors.
He's
free.
It's interesting wording. Almost sounds like he went through rehab and had a tox screen, and they found that he didn't have any WWE.
It was more he was under contract, but not. So there were restrictions. Like he wasn't allowed to wrestle in the United States. So
that'll limit you.
Yeah. So he went down to AAA in Mexico to take some bookings for a couple of months. But now he's able to take bookings, and as part of that, he is here today at Signamania.
That's good for us.
That's very good. I got the chance to chat with him a little bit before we made our way on the air today. While we're still in that, at least that linguistic form, another bit of news: WWE extending their television deal in Spain.
Olé.
No, Tio San's not here.
He did a Reba.
Oh, true. You're right. Way to call me out on that. That's what I get for doing this on no sleep. Los Matadores are not here. There we go. Nor is El Chorito.
Dun 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 dun.
Don't start. Don't start. It's. I've got 50% more show. Don't you start.
Well,
WWE announcing Thursday that they've extended their television distribution agreement with A3 Media in Spain for another 2 years, extending through 2016. Oddly enough, right after they announced that, though, the stock tended to fall and actually went under $12 a share for the first time in quite a while, since probably the big dip back earlier this year where, as we all know, Vince McMahon lost $350 million in one day. And probably wasn't happy about it.
You know, at least they're trying to extend, to other countries with TV deals.
Yeah,
trying to make as much money as they can. Falling stock, but on to some news about my boy CM Punk.
And you've been chomping at.
I wasn't even chomping at I haven't been asking you.
Well, true. You've been going. Oh my gosh, the Hardys. Oh my gosh,
Austin Aries, Bully Ray.
Yeah, all the names here at Signamania.
But I am excited to announce, because nerds unite, CM Punk is now working with Marvel Comics. Yes, he's working with Marvel. CM Punk will be writing a story for Marvel Comics Store Annual. Boogeyman just said hi to us.
The Boogeyman just said hello. Yes.
Yes.
He just pointed at. I think he's coming to get you.
Oh, Bring it. Thank God.
Really, you're gonna?
I don't know.
Should be thankful that he was walking away from the speakers and didn't hear that.
Okay, thank God. Anyway, Punk will be teaming up with the artist Rob Gilroy on a Marvel story on Thor. Punk on how the project came together. I wound up talking to Marvel Comics, chief editor-in-chief Axel Alonso, and it was always like, yeah, we'd love to have you do something. We'd love to have you do something. And, I was always just so busy. I think I just pestered all the right people, and the right things popped up. Sort of like what I did to you to get on the show.
Yes, this is, wait, what?
He said he's always like sort of
Oh,
pestering
you
the
just
right
in
people.
conversation. Okay,
And,
never mind.
And how exactly it came up, I can't really exactly remember. Can't remember who said, hey, you want to do Thor, you know what I mean? That pretty much blew my mind, I have to say. It's been a long process, and Punk stressed that whatever he does for Marvel is leading up to him asking to write his own Punisher story. The Thor annual will be released next year, and the Punisher thing, Punk's a big fan of the Punisher comics in Marvel. They haven't had the best movie series, so he was talking to Chris Harbor a couple years ago about trying to write a movie for them. Oh,
I see. So he's trying to right the proverbial ship.
But also with Punk, he's returning to to talk Walking Dead. And as if his new comic deal wasn't keeping him busy enough, CM Punk will also appear on AMC's Talking Dead, I believe for the third year in a row.
I thought it was only the second.
No,
but okay.
2012, 2013, 2014.
Oh, okay. I thought it was only his second appearance. Maybe, okay.
So
maybe I missed one somewhere along the way.
He was with the Talking Dead when he was the WWE, or not WWE, but when he was with WWE, not the champion, but.
Oh, so this is
his third.
Post WWE, his second appearance, probably.
Yeah, but
okay, that makes sense.
The good thing is, I feel like he'll be a lot better because if you saw last time on Talking Dead, he was a little bit nervous because he didn't really talk as much as he did on the last one because he was still going through the whole thing with WWE on the post walkout. So he'll be appearing on Talking Dead tomorrow night at 10:00 p.m. According to the show's Twitter page, this will be Punk's second appearance on The Walking Dead after show hosted by Chris Hardwick, but they got that wrong.
Well, yeah, I guess maybe second appearance since leaving WWE. It's technicality.
You know who else they've also had on the show? Chris Jericho was on at one point on Talking Dead.
Well, I mean, there is that connection with At Midnight, that show that you really like.
Yeah. Well, I think he was on there before they had At Midnight.
Oh, he was there before. Okay. Well,
maybe.
That pretty much makes sense.
All right, so
let's go ahead and take it back to the studio, take care of our first time out, and then we'll come back. We'll see if we can bring some people over here. I see in the distance we have the golden voice of professional wrestling, Stephan Benson. We'll see if we can bring him over here a little bit on the other side.
Oh, Boogeyman's coming back.
Yeah, we better get to a break. I told you he's coming to get you. I told you. All right, we'll take it back to the studio. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly, heard here on 1490 AM WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
WWE prepares to go on a 10-day European tour, 15 of the 21 stops in the United Kingdom. So right before you head across the pond, you tease a launch of the WWE Network in the United Kingdom, only to pull back 20 minutes before launch as if you're a NASA space shuttle, issue an apology video, pull the apology video off of the WWE website, and then have your Irish-born WWE United States champion lose his title 2 days before the trip. And as an added kick between the legs, you make it an exclusive for the WWE Network so the UK fans can't see it.
And now, more Pro Wrestling Weekly with your host, Fearon Derry.
Hopefully whoever thought all this was a good idea got sacked.
Hopefully, indeed. It's acceptable in any decade. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 AM WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. And we are live here at Signamania 8, Bucks County Technical High School, 610 Worcester Road, Fairless Hills, PA. Fearon Derry alongside Lucas the intern, Chris Ermer engineering, and there are so many things going on here. During the break, the Boogeyman, we were hoping to get Stephan Benson, the golden voice of professional wrestling, but he was scared off by the Boogeyman.
He's back.
And he's peeking around the corner. Okay, I don't know. Do you think we can?
Right there.
Do you think we can get him in here? I don't know. He's looking around another person here.
Sheepish and timid.
Yes, to say the least.
Very scared.
He's pushing somebody ahead of him here. Let's see if we can.
I don't want to say.
We can get. Oh yeah, you're familiar with a microphone.
I don't want to be intimidated. I don't want to be cocky, but I'm not really that scared of the Boogeyman. So.
You're just tempting fate.
Oh yes, I am. I've been waiting for this moment for
way too long?
10
Far
years.
too long?
10 years. 6 years old, I was just like, I could take him. He is not
All right, I
here.
think we've got him set up here. None other than the Golden Voice of professional wrestling, Stephan Benson.
It's a pleasure to be here, gentlemen. How are you today?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. Well,
Fantastic.
I'm doing fantastic. I don't want to speak for Lucas here.
No, I'm doing great.
I do enough of that here on the show.
He may be doing okay or mediocre. You know, he's not being honest with us right now, are we?
I'm sort of just focused on whether or not the Boogeyman wants some.
I think he's coming to get us.
I don't care.
Well, he did point at you before the break, Lucas. You're
I think he's trying to
kids
get ready
these
for
days. Yeah, he's
It's not even that. It's the fact that when I was 6 years old, I'm a very, very strange character. At him at 6 years old, I'm like, I can take him.
Well, you know, here at Signamania, the atmosphere, as I said, it's electric. You get to meet so many great former and current superstars. You have Joey Styles, one of the best announcers there's ever been. Howard Finkel just down the line there. Alberto Del Rio, the Hardys, the Boogeyman. And
Boogeyman, yeah.
if he's still
okay.
Okay, he's gone, I think.
Yeah, he's looks like he's heading around the
Austin
corner.
Aries and a litany of other superstars.
Demolition.
Oh my gosh, that I'm going to go over to meet them. Maybe I can get a quick show.
Oh no.
No, because and the guy who's doing the photography for the show too said it, and I had to go to the bathroom, and it was like Demolition Axe and Smash are doing their makeup in the mirror, and Austin Aries is like talking to Demolition Axe and Smash, and I'm just trying to go to the bathroom. I can only imagine what it would have made it awesome was if Ron Simmons just came in just like
Damn.
Yep. Is he supposed to be here today?
No,
I
that'd
don't
be
believe
awesome
he is
if it was.
advertised. Although, I mean, if he did appear out of nowhere just to do that drop, that would be
Can you
that would be
imagine
very good. Yeah.
being during the middle of a broadcast like I was? Yeah, I guess that would sum up my broadcast or yours.
It most certainly would. Fortunately, he was at, I want to say Signamania 4 forever ago. I want to say back in early 2009. I was fortunate enough, this was before his Hall of Fame induction, that I was able to get a chance to interview with him. That was back maybe a month before I took over the show, and as I've said many occasions, back when I was greener than Doink the Clown's hair.
That's what she said.
You're going that route?
Yeah,
Really?
why not? I couldn't resist.
The correct term is giggity. Okay, we're not
giggity. All right. Oh.
Can I have my show back?
Yes. Okay. We've said too much.
And now back to you, Fearon.
Oh, gee, thank you. Oh, gosh. Well, what's been going on with you? I know you've been doing I know you've been doing a lot with the Monster Factory. That's we've had the chance to chat on a few occasions down there. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts, I can't, unless there's a way for me to be in two places at the same time. I'm here on the air. So,
well, what I've been up to, of course, the Monster Factory, you know, doing my thing with WWE, announcing as much as I can, interviewing superstars, divas, legends, you name it. And just, you know,
Boogeyman.
And I didn't work out the way I thought it would. That wasn't planned at all, and I kind of think I'm going to go after this. But Monster Factory has a show tonight.
Men's room's right over there.
It's our biggest show of the year, Turkey Slam. We have a 30-man elimination battle royal. The winner gets a Monster Factory heavyweight championship match.
Like call out? Is it like 1 by 1 or is it
every 90 seconds another participant enters? And I think it's really cool because everybody is eligible, including the champion, which is, I think, a little interesting.
Well, it cancels out his title shot, I would think.
Yeah, either that or he gets to choose his opponent, which could be very easy or very difficult. But you know, changing gear a little bit. I think what's going to be really good is to
Lucas, the intern.
See what happens when this January 25th WWE returns to Philadelphia for the infamous Royal Rumble. 40 superstars for the second time ever. The first time was in 2011 when Alberto Del Rio made it.
Yes, I remember it well because it took quite a while to finish. In fact, I have the DVD of it right here, which I'll probably give out to one of the few people who may not have purchased the network for just $9.99.
What does it say on the back here? The road to WrestleMania is more perilous than ever when an unprecedented 40 men compete in the biggest Royal Rumble match in history. Who will outlast 39 other competitors and earn the coveted prize, a World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania. Plus, The Miz must hold off the WWE's Apex Predator when he faces Randy Orton in a confrontation for the WWE Heavyweight Championship.
He knows it's 2011.
And Edge battles the arrogant Dolph Dolph Ziggler for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Superstars of Raw and SmackDown kick off the road to WrestleMania.
And now, WWE, NXT, and Raw and SmackDown present the Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's
why he's an intern.
And now, Raw,
here we
SmackDown, NXT, WWE Network, and WWE 2K15 present the Royal Rumble.
It's a sold-out crowd here at the Wells Fargo Center. This is going too far.
You take greatness and just kind of step right in on it.
I apologize.
You had a good thing go. Yeah. Grumpy Cat is scowling now.
I can't believe you.
Grumpy Cat's always scowling. This is true. Somebody making that point out here.
Grumpy Cat approves this radio broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. That explains a lot.
We need to get a graphic with Grumpy Cat with like a little wink and a sparkle coming out of his eye. Still looking grumpy, but he'll just wink and sparkle.
I'm sure John from Northeast Philly is already on it. He is notorious for putting posts on the WBCB Facebook fan
How
page.
awesome would that be, though? Grumpy Cat approves this broadcast.
Just a little ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
little gleam in the eye, kind of like the old the gold tooth with Double J. Remember that from '94?
Hilarious. I would love that.
Okay, somebody seems to be infringing upon the Slammy Award that's on the table.
Security.
Yeah, we might have to call for security in a minute here. We'll see. Oh goodness, well, as if everything going on today wasn't enough. There's even more going on tonight with House of Hardcore 7.
Oh yeah, gosh, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot.
It's going to be at the 2300 Arena, the old ECW Arena in South Philadelphia, featuring a meet and greet at 6. The action starting at 7. Matches including the Wolves against Harry Smith and Lance Archer. Austin Aries, who's here in attendance, facing Drew Galloway, formerly Drew McIntyre, is also here. What? Maybe they'll come to blows. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they may come to blows before their match tonight.
What?
Don't even.
What?
Don't.
2002 called it once its catchphrase back. Ethan Carter III against Tommy Dreamer with Beulah McGillicuddy in an old school Extreme Rules match.
Will you be serious?
Don't be a hater.
Don't be a lemon. Stop it.
No, I want to be a lemon. It's more fun.
You can get away with so much more. Everybody remembers the bad guy.
You know what is best for business? Fearon Dairy is best for business.
Yeah. I'd like to think so.
See, and
tell that to our program director.
Anybody listening to this amazing radio show, WBCB, 1490 AM, don't forget, get Fearon Dairy for your show and pay him as much money as you can.
Why don't we hire him for this? Seriously, he could do promos for us.
You think I have that kind of budget?
Maybe he could cut one for me.
I'll do it for free. Just give me a copy of the show.
There you go. Give you a copy of the script and just go to town, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, we have people marveling. We have a replica Slammy Award here on the table.
Austin Aries just walked past, guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Jersey crowd that won. That's true. Yes, that was the night after Mania 29. Of course, I went to the actual WrestleMania 29 and didn't stay for the Raw the night after. Shame on me.
Yeah, you know, that's the whole thing about the WrestleMania.
Oh, we have somebody. All right, we've got to. I'm just gonna say, do we have a spare headset here to get her? You said you've been to 5. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and clarify here. First of all, what's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Okay. Well, Michelle, welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Thank you.
We're live on the air. So you held up the 5. Now, I don't know if that meant like King Kong Bundy's 5 count from back in the day, or no. Go ahead and elaborate.
I'm going to my 5th WrestleMania in a row. My 9th WrestleMania total.
Overall. Wow. All right. So which of the 9 have you been to?
15, 20, 22, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, and I'm going to 31. I just bought my tickets on pre-sale.
And tickets, I believe, just went on sale to the general public 37 minutes ago, which, if it's anything like the Royal Rumble, they're probably already sold out.
But you can also go to other places to get those tickets, but I don't think I'm going to mention them because I'm not allowed to.
Well, yeah, those secondary market.
Go to WWE.com.
There you
right
go.
now.
Until they sell out, which they already have.
Have we given the network a proper plug, or should I do that, or the app?
You live for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, download it for free on the iTunes or the Google Store. It's the WWE app. With over 12.7 million downloads, it gets you inside the ring and beyond the ropes. With in-depth interviews with your favorite and greatest WWE superstars, divas, and legends, it keeps you in the know on the go with the action when we go to commercial. Download it right now. It's free. And the WWE Network, it's just $9.99 a month. You get all 12 WWE pay-per-views, the next one being Survivor Series, and that's going to be absolutely amazing. Followed by that, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs in December, and then here, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love, it's going to be the Royal Rumble. 40 men wondering who's going to WrestleMania, and also original programming like Total Divas, Legends House, the WWE WrestleMania Rewind, and so much more, all for one great value. Say it with me, gentlemen. $9.99. Get it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Now back to your originally scheduled program, WBCB night, 1490 a.m. I don't know why I keep saying 19.
I don't know either. Yeah, I don't think the dial goes that high.
Is that when you were born?
No.
Man, I just thought.
I was gonna say maybe our polka host Danny O back in he just celebrated a birthday yesterday. He's probably gonna give me all kinds of heck for slagging on his age, but
cheap pop.
Yeah, exactly. Cheap pops. That's pretty much what I go for here. And ever since that wonderful promo that you just gave, I think kids everywhere, Mommy, give me the network.
Don't forget, this month it is free.
Oh, that's true. Unless you're in the United Kingdom,
including Survivor Series later this month.
Ooh, that.
You heard me coming out of the last break. You heard me go on that lengthy rant about WWE just dropping the ball when it came to going overseas and just basically giving the stone cold salute to the UK fans.
Did you hear about the chants?
I love these.
Oh, the Where's Our Network chants?
Yes.
Dun, 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 where's our network?
Actually, and that's what prompted Vince McMahon to come out. That was one of the things I was going to talk about. Vince McMahon making his entrance when WWE was taping SmackDown in Liverpool, England. So, of course, Beatle references left, right, and sideways. But he addressed the crowd due to their lack of reaction and possibly to attempt to quell their Where's Our Network chants. Running down the crowd, stating the crowds in Sheffield, Manchester, and all over the UK cheered louder. He said that Liverpool sounds like an old man's skin disease.
Well,
that's Vince McMahon humor.
That's kind of true.
Vince McMahon's a little bit.
That hurts maybe if you're from Liverpool, but that's the truth. Sorry, Liverpoolians.
And then he encouraged the crowd to, come on, have some fun here tonight, damn it. That's only Vince McMahon can say.
How much fun?
I can't.
How much fun can the crowd have when I do remember just a few years ago being fired globally by Vince McMahon live on TV. He said to everybody, "You're fired." So, what are we supposed to do? We want our network. Give us our network. I mean, what is your problem, Mr. McMahon? Give us our network. It's all we want, okay? I'm from Manchester. My brother here's from Liverpool. Just give us the WWE network for just $9.99.
Oh, he does localisms, too.
Oh, you
wow.
Charles Dickens novel, you.
Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. I have some business to attend to. It is absolutely amazing. Have a great rest of the show. Thank you. It's an honor.
The Golden Voice of professional wrestling, Stephan Benson. Hopefully we'll be seeing him in a WWE ring soon with that golden microphone in front of him.
You never know. Never say never.
Yeah.
Good night.
You might want to adopt that British accent. That's big. That's big these days. You can do the British. You can get British.
He's afraid he's got some bad news.
Genie is going through.
Oh no, he's grabbing the headset one more time.
Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I think that bad news is we've got to head back to the studio. Is that?
I don't think that's the voice that's going to help him break through. But
oh no, he was imitating Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett. Oh, Oh. He spends 40 minutes with us, and all of a sudden he's a wrestling savant.
I caught the drift.
You caught the drift. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think to be a savant to get what he was laying down there. I got you. But I think there is a British invasion in the world of media. I think he'd get on.
Oh yeah. That's what I was saying too.
Yeah.
Like, you have like 5 people in The Walking Dead that are British. Just seriously, it's a complete British invasion. So after he was a big thing in America, now
he should develop an alter ego that's like a British guy, and I'd like to see where he is.
Talk with a British accent. You can go so many places these days.
That's it.
Okay, I'm looking over here, and we had, at least for the moment, a smiling Alex with his new Damien Sandow action figure, and then he saw that I was acknowledging him, and it turned into a big cat scowl. followed by a sticking out of the tongue.
This is what you do to people, Fearon. Why?
Because I love it.
You can't.
It's good to be bad.
Who I knew. You know.
And I do it well. At least I try to.
So can we get to Scooby-Doo at some point?
No,
you know what? Yeah.
There you go with Scooby-Doo again.
All right. Well, we'll go to Scooby-Doo right on the other side of time. I was gonna say, we got to take another time out.
It's your show, Fearon. It just.
I don't want to ruffle any feathers or cause any problems.
People might be expecting the Scooby-Doo segment. I just wanted to remind.
Well, you know what? All right, we'll do that and then we'll take care of business. All right. So WWE. Okay. You're giving me the break symbol, so we'll do that first then. So we'll take it back to the studio as we are here live at Signamania 8. WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly. We'll be here until 1:30. Signamania runs here until 4 o'clock. It is here at Bucks County Technical High School, 610 Worcester Road in Fairless Hills. A litany of stars are here. Axe and Smash of Demolition. We already saw the Boogeyman. Looking over here, Howard Finkel, I saw
Austin
not too long ago.
Aries,
Austin
too.
Aries, he walked by here. Just so many folks, and we're just having a blast here. We're going to continue to as this goes on. But let's go ahead and get back to the studio here. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 AM WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, November 15. On this date in 1989, the NWA held its Clash of the Champions 9 New York Knockout Supercard. In the main event, Ric Flair defeated Terry Funk in an I Quit match. On this date in 1998, the WWF held its Survivor Series pay-per-view. In the main event, The Rock defeated Mankind in a tournament final to win the vacant WWF Championship. On this date in 2009, TNA held its Turning Point pay-per-view. In the main event, AJ Styles defeated Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe in a three-way match to retain the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. This has been Today in Wrestling History, November 15.
This is Jim the Anvil Neidhart of the Hart Foundation, and you're listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon Derry on 1490 WBCB, baby. Yeah!
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 AM WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry here with you, and we are live at Signamania 8, courtesy of George's Cards and Collectibles, here amongst all of the spectacle, amongst all of the fans. We've got one staring on here wondering what the heck are we doing as he clutches. He's backing away slowly now because he realizes that I called him out live on the air. And next to me is somebody a lot smaller than Lucas. Lucas apparently shrunk, or Alex decided to put a headset on and have a little bit of a chat here. So you've got your Damian Sandow elite figure here, including a Money in the Bank briefcase and the ladder as well. Oh, two briefcases. Oh, but he put it down before I had the chance to look. So I'm getting I'm sitting corrected here. Oh yeah, would you look at that? This was pre Mizdow as he currently is, just going and mimicking as the stunt double of the Miz. Oh yeah, I know. Monday Night Raw is a little bit late for you, seeing as you're in 5th grade.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a little late on Monday nights. And in the same token, pay-per-views as well.
So what are the briefcases full of cash?
No, the briefcase has a contract that you can cash in for an immediate world championship match, a shot at the title.
Blue equals heavyweight.
Well, they've merged the two titles, so there's just the one briefcase now, which currently is held by Seth Rollins.
I thought this was like an educational toy. You have like a briefcase and a ladder to show kids that if you get on a ladder, go up on a roof and do some darn work, maybe you'll get a briefcase full of cash in your life. Otherwise,
I've done a lot of work, and I haven't even seen a briefcase full of pennies, let alone
do you have
actual
a ladder?
Cash.
I've never seen you with a ladder. If you get up on a ladder,
I've spent plenty of time on ladders.
Okay.
Thankfully, not jumping onto anybody, but
you climb the ladder, you get the briefcase, and then you get the championship.
And you can use that. You can hang onto that briefcase and use it anytime up to 1 year Yeah,
It's like
a gift certificate. It's like a get out of jail free card in Monopoly.
Okay.
You hang on to it and use it when you feel the opportunity is there.
That's great. That's great.
Alex, did you want to chime in here, or are you just enjoying listening to the show and wearing the little headset there?
Option number 2.
Option number 2. Well, we talked about it beforehand, and I know Chris Ermer has been chomping at the bit for this. The Scooby-Doo story.
Well, my daughter really loves Scooby-Doo, and it's brought on like a Scooby-Doo revival in our household. And before the show, you had a collection of DVDs.
Some wrestling DVDs, and one of them is the Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery, the original movie.
And I said, OMG, Scooby-Doo wrestling movie. That's sweet. And then you were talking about how this is actually the beginning of
a series, it looks like. Yeah, they are planning a Scooby-Doo sequel. And the action figures.
Really? So Scooby-Doo action figures with the...
John Cena and Scooby-Doo together.
Okay.
Looks like you've already got your Christmas shopping ready to go for your little one.
Yeah. And then for me, too.
And for you, too. There you go. True. There are a lot of options for that, as Alex has shown with his Damian Sandow figure. But WWE Studios and Warner Brothers working on releasing a third animated film around WrestleMania in 3 years.
Okay.
Variety reporting that WWE characters will be featured in a second Scooby-Doo animated movie, this time centered around Hulk Hogan, brother.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
As we've got the Hulk Hogan look-alike not too far from us over here. The movie is set for release in spring 2016 and should be around WrestleMania 32. At a yet-to-be-determined date and venue. Before that movie is released, WWE and Warner Brothers will have released the new Flintstones animated movie.
Oh, man, Bam Bam's got a feature pretty big in that. I didn't even know his strength, that guy.
Oh, gosh, you could only imagine him press-slamming somebody with one finger.
I mean, can we put Pebbles, though, as a diva? That's wrong. I think there's something about that just doesn't seem right to me.
I could see Betty more as the diva than... Right. Are you cracking up at this over here? You think this is a funny, silly discussion? You have no desire to contribute to any of it?
And like,
now you're shaking your head, which is not a good thing considering it's radio and nobody can hear you shaking your head.
Well,
he's giving me the silent treatment. He's going Chris Jericho in 2011.
That's not, I mean, and then like what's after the Flintstones? I mean the Jetsons.
I don't. Maybe that's for 2017. I don't know. But the working title for the Flintstones movie for next year is The Flintstones in WWE Stone Age SmackDown.
Yes.
That actually does sound brilliant.
What other cartoons would you like to see WWE interact with?
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time. I love that idea. That would be awesome. Jake, I mean, he has the ability to he could morph into a real I don't know. Like massive
Kane Jr.
butt kicker. I don't know.
Like another Kane or something like that?
Yes.
This is good. You're talking Adventure Time, and I have no clue. And
you don't know Adventure Time?
I know of Adventure Time, but I can't say I've seen a single episode of it.
All right, well, might want to give
Apparently,
it a try.
I'll have to get off of the WWE Network for a little bit for just $9.99 and actually take a look at some Adventure Time.
Well, what would
something.
be great is if WWE had that Adventure Time connection, and then you wouldn't have to. You could still watch the network and watch Adventure Time at the same. That'd be like the best of both worlds. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to understand who the characters are ahead of time. This is getting really in depth. How did we? Well, I don't know how we got here.
But I think we went down the path of Scooby-Doo and the WWE.
Yes, that's how we got here.
And whether it's us or the WWE, that takes you on a kind of a weird trip. That's for sure. The Flintstones, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo is awesome. Absolutely. Yeah, gentlemen walking over wondering what the heck we are. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly. It's the longest-running pro wrestling radio talk show in the history of terrestrial radio. We've been on the air almost 16 years now on 1490 AM WBCB right here in Levittown.
The Simpsons. The Simpsons and the WWE.
The Simpsons and Well, actually, there was a... I want to say back in 96 or 97, Bret the Hitman Hart was on an episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
So there has been, at least to some degree, a WWE Simpsons crossover, but I mean, granted, that was one wrestler, but
so meetings have already happened.
There was
have been made,
but that was
this might be the
18 years ago.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. They could be due for another go.
I don't know. The possibilities are endless.
They're most certainly endless. Absolutely.
And a lot of fun. And that's what I think the WWE, like, what they're trying to do is get back to a more family-friendly kind of, appearance. And to me, I think it's a nice way to do it. Because my daughter loves WWE. Sometimes I turn it on and I'm a little turned off with some of the things that are, some of the images and that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a way to, I don't know,
make it a little bit more
family-friendly.
wholesome. Yes.
And I think also indicate to people what their intentions are going forward, right? Like as a corporation, like you talked about how the stock's down because of some of the deal that was made in Spain and stuff. But
well, not necessarily because of it, but
right.
it just an announcement was made. Next thing you know, the stock goes down. I don't know if one necessarily translates to the other.
But I do think people look at that long-term trend about what you are, portraying as to who you're going to be in the future. And I think one way for the WWE to show that kind of that's like, to me, a winner.
Certainly makes a lot of sense. Now, we talked a little bit earlier. I don't know if you were within earshot about it, but what's your take on Grumpy Cat being on Monday Night Raw? Now, first of all, know who Grumpy Cat is.
Well, I had fun once. It was awful.
Very well done. He said, sorry, I'm explaining to Alex. He said that Grumpy Cat had fun once. It was awful. Taking from one of the memes. So, okay, that means you do have familiarity. Well, yes, Grumpy Cat is going to be on Monday Night Raw. I don't know. This could either be really awesome or it could be an absolute train wreck.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning toward the latter.
Well, this too opens up, like, are they going to have other, like, viral characters start to show up on WWE events? Because that possibility there is endless and potentially disastrous. Yeah, who knows who's going to show up?
Yeah, next thing, Sweet Brown shows up next Monday. A title match? Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't know. Who knows where they're going to... Randy Orton, the Apex Predator, hide your kids, hide your way. I don't know. It's who knows where they're going next with this.
Well, it does open up the possibilities of having, I don't know, other type of online crossovers too, which is they're.
I'm trying to think of what they are. I mean, I'm surprised I gave you those two right off the bat.
Yeah, I can't think of any, but they're out there. Let your mind run wild, listeners.
Let it run wild like Hulkamania. Oh, goodness. So, in a bit of sad news, a former world champion and former general manager moved to the WWE alumni section. Former world heavyweight champion, the Great Khali, that 7'2", 420-pound Indian bodybuilder who you've probably seen in movies like, gosh, I'm awful when it comes to movies, but The Longest Yard with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Adam Sandler, I think it was.
I mean, he was the kind of guy, though, all you had to see was watch him wrestle one time, and he's an unforgettable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you're that big,
right,
you're kind of hard to forget. I think he was in Get Smart also,
really?
The Great Khali was. Again, hard to miss a 7'2" Indian, just he's hard to miss. He's that tall.
And in a movie, I guess, you can miss him as, like, he's a stereotypical big bodyguard type
muscly,
guy.
bodyguard.
But when he was in the ring, like, just the way he was just the way he moved, and I don't know, he is a very unique athlete. His size, that's the big thing. But just, I don't know, the way he almost seemed like he was like a Frankenstein out there.
A little bit, yeah. And generally you tend to see bigger guys kind of take hits in that similar Frankenstein monster-esque fashion. That they don't quite go to the ground, but they stagger in that similar way. You tend to see that of a lot of 7-footers.
Khali kill.
Just something like that, yeah. You think he's doing the monster mash in the ring or something. I was gonna say, we're past Halloween, so I guess that's beyond.
Your reference is dated, Fearon.
It is dated, yes.
50 years dated. Right now?
Something like that. 52 years. It's
really?
Number one in 1962.
Wow.
I would know. I do the chart toppers here at WBCB. Among many, many, many other things. All right, so we are going until 1:30. We've got an extra half hour, some bonus time. We've gone the hour, and now we're going an extra half hour. So let me let you know that you are listening to 14 AM WBCB, Levittown, Fairless Hills, Trenton. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly, and we are live here at Signamania, and are going to be until the bottom of the hour. Fearon Derry here alongside, well, Lucas the intern was here, but now he took off the headset and... Oh, now he's making his way back. I guess he was trying to see what the status was of the Hardy Boys line. I think so. I don't know. We're gonna get him over here. He's gonna get a microphone on, and we're gonna see.
I had to sort of stretch my legs a little bit. I've been going.
I know sitting in this chair is such hard work.
That's not. It kills your legs at some point. You just need to get up and walk around. I was walking the floor a little bit, just taking the sights again.
So what all did you see?
Well,
describe to the listeners. Paint a picture with your words.
I got to talk to Austin Aries a little bit.
Very nice.
Yeah. I've been my goal.
Try to bring him over here. Oh well, no, he's with TNA, so he can't. Yeah, true.
It's like, well, I was just saying, like, oh, I don't know if you saw me. I was with the. He was like, oh yeah, that's nice. I was talking to him, and I've been trying to go around and ask this. If I can't get an autograph, the least thing the most I want to get is an advice. Advice from the guy, because
get a haircut and get a real job.
Get a ladder.
Get a ladder.
Get a briefcase.
And I've been asking, yeah, but I've been going around asking some of these guys, like, I'm planning on becoming a wrestler. What do I have to do in this business to, like, do you have any advice? Any,
Well, don't give it out over the air.
Well, like, wait, what? Did you say not give it out all over the air, or?
Well, yeah. I mean, you put through the effort, and you're just gonna give the advice that was given to you by some of these legends, and just throw it out there like that.
Well, yeah. Maybe there's some kid in my position that doesn't I was a little bit, nervous going up and talking to some of these guys.
That's the difference between like young guys like Lucas and old guys like you and me. They'll share. They don't mind, having other people. We want to keep it all to ourselves, Fearon. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Greedy,
Come on, this is the youth movement right here, represented in this young man. I appreciate that.
I mean, it's just, I'm not going to say...
True, between the 16-year-old intern and the 10-year-old...
I mean, I'm not going to give like a play-by-play.
I'm not exactly sure what descriptive word to use for Alex here.
What do you think, Alex? Should he share the advice, or should he keep it to himself? Because, I mean, he did put the work in to go over and talk to the guy and all that.
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
All of a sudden, you're a little bit shy there, Alex.
Come on, you can't.
That tends to happen when a mic. Yeah.
You got to either say share or not. No.
I mean, sharing is caring. Didn't you learn that?
That's right. Yeah. Come on. What do you say?
I don't know.
All right. We'll break the tension on the poor kid. All right. Go ahead and continue.
I mean, I'm not going to give.
All right.
I'm not going to give you guys a play-by-play. It was just I was talking to him, and I talked to King Kong Bundy earlier, and I asked King Kong Bundy, and he was like, "Look, it's not where you train with, or it's not who trains you, but it's like what's convenient for you. They're gonna show you the basics, but really you have to build your own style." And another thing, that was also what Austin.
Until you get to Vince, you work their style.
I'm trying to have a little bit of a candid moment here, if you could.
So does this say, will you be serious moment? All right, I will be serious. Fine.
And with Austin Aries is another thing he was saying, like, you gotta find your niche, basically. You gotta find out not everybody's gonna be built to be world champion.
Learn when to throw up on cue. No, he's not Droz.
But you gotta find
your... You got jokesters in the crowd here. Well, true. Vince does like his regurgitation humor. This is true.
Yeah.
It worked for Titus O'Neil in that Thanksgiving thing last year.
Yeah.
Oh, the state of that. Oh, goodness.
He said,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lucas.
He said you got to find your niche. Not everybody's going to be built to be world champion, but guys have had a lot of success in this business without holding the world title because they found what they're comfortable in. If you want to if you're good at being a technical wrestler, then be a technical wrestler. You got to get big, but like try to find the style that fits you the most and roll with it.
Interesting. Oh, that's very good work on his part.
Yeah.
Well, of course, because he's a professional, has wrestled all over the world.
Yeah. And wrestled in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is. He's definitely one of the big names in the business today, to say the least. Austin Aries.
My knees are still shaking a little bit, talking to some of these guys. I mean, you can't see
because you haven't stretched your legs out enough.
I have a baggy pants on, but if you can.
If we put a microphone down there, you could actually hear his knees knocking.
Just like, just a little bit, but still.
I have no idea where to go with this.
I wish we had a sound effect to play right then. That would have been pretty.
That would have, like a teeth chattering kind of thing.
Like a wood block knock right there.
Nah, but I don't.
Guys want to get some more news and notes?
Oh yeah, The Rock has another movie role.
Oh, that's what I was gonna go for.
Another one?
Yeah.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's going to team with comedian Kevin Hart for a new comedy film, according to Variety.com.
Oh my gosh, that guy's got more movies out that are.
The Rock?
Nah, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart hasn't had that many movies. He's had like
three movies.
Comedy specials, yeah, but not
the past couple of years. Then wasn't he in like some? I don't even.
Ride Along. He was in Ride Along. Think Like a Man. Think Like a Man. Oh yeah, he has had three.
He's had a bunch.
Well, that's starting out.
At least it's not the Medea franchise.
He's known better for stand-up comedy, and I'm not saying his movies aren't funny. The Think Like a Man.
I'll say it. No, sorry.
The Thing Like he's from Philadelphia. I don't think
Thoughts and opinions are expressed by the philosopher Chris Erminer, and no way.
With glory and renown may not reflect those of the announcers of WWE's Pro Wrestling.
Oh, that's right. I didn't use the genius line this time around.
So he's had like the Thing Like a Man. Those two movies were more of chick flicks than they were. Yeah. But he's more of a very funny stand-up comedian. He's from Philadelphia too.
So The Rock
pairing with Kevin Hart for this comedy film
right.
titled Central Intelligence.
That sounds great. Wow.
It'll be filming this spring. It's a buddy action comedy featuring Hart as a former high school sports star turned accountant.
I'm getting in line now.
Being contacted by a classmate who was bullied and humiliated back in the day, played by The Rock. And the loser that the accountant remembers is now a CIA contract killer who ropes him into helping foil a plot to sell classified military secrets. So teaming up with the person who used to bully you back in school.
No, I think I think Hart was the one that was the bully.
Yes.
That's funny though, because now it's like Hart's really small, and then Rock's like this big hoss. That's got to be. I'm very, very sorry, sir. I didn't mean to. No. I'm like playing Kevin Hart.
Oh, I was like, what did you do now? Who are you?
Like, hey,
can't take him anywhere.
Hey, Rock. Yeah. Remember when I stuffed you in that trash can? I'm really regretting that right now. Please don't hit me. Say it with your chest. Yeah. That was a reference to one of his jokes.
Well, speaking of built-up chests. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon releasing a series of fitness DVDs.
Oh, stop it!
What? Where did you think I was going with that?
Oh,
don't.
No, I know where you were going with that. I'm just like, oh, stop it. Yeah.
WWE.
I know exactly where you're going. I had the same ticket, sir.
Fair enough. WWE and Lionsgate Home Entertainment are teaming up to release Triple H and Stephanie McMahon fitness DVDs starting December 2nd. The Triple H DVD will focus on power. I'm surprised it wasn't the Vince McMahon DVD. And the Stephanie McMahon DVD is labeled fit. So I guess that's more geared toward cardio.
Certainly is fit.
Well, for 38-year-old mother of three?
Yeah.
But I mean, she's also the daughter of a almost billionaire, so
yeah,
there's that.
That can definitely help when you're going to GNC. I'm just saying.
The DVDs are priced at $14.98 each. Yeah. I don't know. I still have my DDP yoga.
Here we have Nick.
Bang! Oh,
Eugene. Nick
Dinsmore just walking by here. I just got. Can I repeat that?
Why don't we go to Chris on that one? Can we repeat that?
Well, he's referring to the DDP bang, but apparently I just got banged by Eugene.
He banged us all simultaneously.
We're going to get letters.
Oh, we've already gotten letters, my friend. It's just the fact on how much the postal's going to cost.
Pretty much. So, in that similar vein, litigation limbo. How's that for a segue? The legal battle between Hulk Hogan and Gawker.com continuing with a new twist. Gawker filing new court documents claiming $600,000 in legal expenses during the first year of dispute over publishing that Hulk Hogan tape from a few years ago. You know the one.
Yeah.
With Bubba the Love Sponge's wife. And yeah. Well, now in its second year, the cost of the legal battle has climbed considerably thanks to a separate dispute between Gawker and one of its insurers.
So who's winning the lawsuit right now? Is it Gawker or is it Hogan?
It's kind of in limbo because Gawker's filing a separate lawsuit with their insurance company, basically saying that you should be funding our lawsuit. So, yeah, the insurer, Nautilus Insurance Company, says they're not obligated to cover Gawker's ongoing expenses. Only in America can you add legal fees by creating a separate lawsuit about legal fees. It's like insurance inception.
It's
legal fees. It's legal fees for a lawsuit about legal fees.
It's a suit within.
I know. Chris Irmer is just chuckling to over here for the absurdity of this.
Absolutely. Well, and actually, even you got to go back and explain to me, like, even what the whole thing was about. What, it was like a video.
There was a video. Hulk Hogan and his radio DJ friend Bubba the Love Sponge's wife did some things in the bedroom, and it was on camera unbeknownst to Hogan. And then that.
Well, it must not have been unbeknownst to the other individual, right?
Well, that's where a lot of the legal back and forth is going on with it.
To me, that just increases the absurdity of the whole situation.
It does.
Okay, I'm sorry. How do you
but
not
Hogan's looking to recoup, I guess, damages.
Can I just intervene here?
The state of our legal system, yes.
How do you not know you're on camera? If you don't see a flashing red light in the corner of the room.
I'll tell you the other thing. It would be very, very, very difficult, in my opinion, to prove damages in this society for that type of video. Because to me, it put his name out there.
Well, he was Hulk Hogan. It's not like his name wasn't already
really
out.
just
right. Well, but I mean, it continued his celebrity. I mean, Hulk Hogan, he's a celebrity for many reasons, but part of that is, he's been a bad boy. He's been this guy who has
Hollywood
pressed
Hogan,
the envelope or whatever. And to me, this doesn't damage his credibility or character because he has, I don't know, he's portrayed all of those different. To me, I just think it would be difficult to prove damages because I bet you in a lot of respects his name was more popular than ever after that happened. And on social media, he became even more of a celebrity.
He reestablished his relevance.
A little bit, yes. Absolutely. I think you could make that point if you were the legal team saying, you can't even prove that there are actual damages here, except in the sense of your character or some other type of thing. But money damages, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't exactly.
Yeah.
It's more like it's sort of adding like an asterisk.
People saw his third python brother.
And that was no garter snake.
The look on Stephan Benson's face.
I thought Stephan Benson was out. It's like Snagglepuss. Exit, stage left even.
He's like, don't want to be a part of this. Stop it. We're going to get letters. If we didn't get letters before, we're going to get letters now.
And it's a disturbing trend in the world of celebrity because you have not only this, but there are this is just one of dozens of videos like this that have been recorded either in order to increase celebrity in some cases, it seems like, or unbeknownst to the celebrity individual involved in the case.
I seriously don't think it's unbeknownst. I think they know. They just don't want to put it out there.
In each case, I think you have to take it on a case-by-case basis, but...
I hardly believe, hey, what is that? Is that a toaster? Okay, just checking. It's not a camera at all, is it? No. It's just...
But the element where you have the legal case, where the legal fees are being disputed, and there's more legal fees on top of the legal to me that is really goofy at that point. I mean, then you're getting in the bizarro world, which we are kind of in, I think, in some cases.
Wait, we're at a WWE show in Canada? Well, no, Jerry Lawler always refers to it as bizarro world whenever they go up there. It's because. They tend to cheer for their country people, even if they aren't necessarily supposed to be cheered, or they're the good guys, or they tend to go against the grain a little bit, or I guess as Canadians would say, against the grain.
I'm sorry, Chicago does that too. Formerly did that to CM Punk. I never seen.
Chicago's a bunch of wannabes.
Oh, please stop!
That got a smirk out of Joey Styles.
So do you think that Sheamus just stays in a room with no sunlight, or does he put makeup on or something? Because that could not be his real skin tone, could it?
Did Stephan tell you to say that?
That is pure Irish.
You think so?
Did Stephan tell you to say that?
No, I'm looking at the picture of Sheamus here. I've seen him, in the ring, and I said that
fella.
He must live in a basement.
No, he's Irish fella.
I don't know. I've seen Irish guys. They have, rosy complexion. They got rosy cheeks. This guy looks like he...
Apparently you've never been to Dublin.
I don't know. I mean,
all right, well,
an event like this, living in a basement might be commonplace.
It's a question.
There's a speaker right there. Shame on you. Oh my! I can't believe
I said it very quietly.
That's a pipe bomb right there.
But you're not disagreeing. Yes. The let's. Wow. Oh. Let's go ahead and let's take care of our final timeout back in the studio. See if see what kind of trouble I've gotten myself into, and see what other hijinks and hilarity I can get into in the last 15 minutes of us being on the air here at Signamania 8 over at Bucks County Technical High School, 610 Worcester Road here in Fairless Hills, PA. Still a bunch of guests around here. As I can look off in the distance, I see Brian Knobs of the Nasty Boys.
I'm not sure if I'm ruining your show, Fran, but I'm having a lot of fun. So I hope that's working out.
You know what? Fun is what this is all about. I mean, it's about fun. It's about meeting a different wrestlers. It's about hearkening back to your youth a little bit. There's a lot of nostalgia that's going on here. I know there are a lot of people in here who, and I was a kid. I was at the screen either cheering them or booing them or things like that. And now you see generational things as well. People bringing their kids and kind of explaining this is who so-and-so is. Kind of like what I've been doing with Alex and Lucas here. Kind of explaining.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Sorry. I'll shut up.
Since you have the Damian Sandow action figure, do you want to throw out the line that you're welcome? No?
Hit him with a briefcase.
Silence!
Silence, you mouth-breathing moron!
He loves him some Damian Sandow, does Alex. All right, let's get back to the studio, take care of our final timeout. We'll wrap things up here. We still have birthdays to deal with and an interesting return that I think is going to make Lucas mad. Yeah, all that, a little bit more to do here. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly. We are live here at Signamania. We are on 1490 AM WBCB, and we are online at WBCB1490.com.
On to some hilarious news, though. Injury befuddles Dallas. I hate you. And now, more Pro Wrestling Weekly with your host, Fearon Derry. You know what? You make me sick with that. I'm tired of Bo Dallas. Stop liking him. Oh.
Yes, welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com, where we believe that we are having an awesome time here at Signamania. Fearon Derry alongside Lucas, the grizzled intern.
I still hate you.
Yes, you do. Chris Ermer, engineering here on site.
I love you, man. What's with all the negativity?
We just have an ongoing argument about
just a minute ago we were having a youth movement, right? We were feeling good. It's about sharing and caring.
Now the anarchy is going to come in.
Oh, goodness. Can't take him anywhere.
Yes, you can. I'm fun. I'm a fun time.
Yeah, I went through a Rolodex of responses to that, and none of them can work. And meanwhile, I don't know what Stephan Benson is doing or saying. But he's minding his business. He's looking at the flyers here. He's there you go. Yeah, take it. Oh, he's putting them out of order. He's flip-flopping them here. This is going to make cleanup all kinds of hectic for later.
How dare you, sir? We spent a lot of time on those. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What's this we? I was the one printing all these flyers out.
You're the one texting me saying you did them, and I'm giving you moral support, so...
Oh, yeah, true. Fair enough.
Yes, a little bit, sir. You know.
Art thou mad, bro? Oh, was it you mad, bro? Okay.
Well, I'm glad you said it that way instead of you mad, bro. Now that you said it that way, yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Oh, goodness. I don't even know where to... a couple little bit of things to talk about here, including ow, 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 you know it. What do you mean, oh, don't do that? I'm getting heat for that. Zach Ryder announcing that he tore his rotator cuff and looks like he's requiring surgery. He initially tweeted an apology to his European Zach Pack that he wouldn't be able to make the tour this year, and they let people know why in a few days when he had definite news, and that led to speculation that he might be released. but not true. He followed up with a tweet 2 hours later saying that the internet people love to twist words to make a story. Really?
You don't say.
In other news, the sky is blue.
And cloudy.
He noted that he tore his rotator cuff and that he may, in lots of capital letters, need surgery. But it looked like that turned into a definite, as seen a referenced rider being out for 6 months after undergoing surgery. So what do you say we get into some birthdays?
We didn't do. Did we do Scooby-Doo yet?
We talked about Scooby-Doo. You missed Scooby-Doo.
That's what I was. Yeah, let's get into some birthdays. Just checking, because I saw the story and I'm like, I think Chris might give out if we didn't do this.
Oh no, I wouldn't drag it all the way to the end of the program. I only do that to get on your nerves. I'm not going to do that to. He's the engineer. He's the one keeping us on the air here. He could cut off my microphone if I rub him the wrong way.
Oh, definitely.
So, yes, 1952, former two-time WWF champion, former four-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, long overdue for the WWE Hall of Fame, and without question, my all-time favorite wrestler, Randy Poffo, better known as Macho Man Randy Savage, was born. Savage would have turned 62 today, however, he passed away in May of 2011 at the age of 58 due to cardiac arrhythmia.
Well, wasn't there the one guy who did poetry was Leapin' Lanny Poffo?
That is his brother. Yes,
really.
Leapin' Lanny Poffo, the also wrestled as the Genius and managed as the Genius in WWF in the late '80s, early '90s.
How about that? I did not know that.
Yeah, he is still around, but unfortunately we lost Randy about 3.5 years ago. Quick math.
It seems like just yesterday. Really.
I know.
That was big news when that came out.
That was huge news at the time. I mean, the day that it had happened, my phone was, you would have thought it was the 4th of July and fireworks went off because it was just vibrating so much with phone calls, texts, emails, Facebook messages. Yeah, Facebook was the thing in 2011.
Yeah, it was actually.
You were on MySpace still, Fearon. Admit it.
I was on LiveJournal.
LinkedIn. No, that's the wrong website.
Yeah, no, I don't think I was getting any reaction from LinkedIn. 1962. Since you love the comedy so much, I have to throw these in there. Stand-up comedian, writer, and producer of the Rosie O'Donnell Show, and two-time daytime Emmy Award winner Judy Gold was born. She turns 52 today.
Don't know who that is, but happy birthday. Well, I know what she does now, but.
Oh, there you go. And 1976, actor, stuntman, and screenwriter Brandon DiCamillo was born. The actor best known from MTV's Jackass and Viva La Bam turns 38. Oh, gosh, these guys are approaching 40? Has it been that long since they've been doing all those stupid stunts on MTV?
Yeah.
Where's the time gone? I've kind of asked that same thing about this show.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. So we're a week and change away from Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
And 3-ish matches have been announced. And Stephan Benson is smiling like a Cheshire cat.
Why?
I'm intrigued to know why. Do you want to get on a microphone and tell us why?
Because
of course
next Sunday is Survivor Series, brought to you by WWE 2K15, available October 28th, and now for the next gen, November 18th for Xbox One and PS4, which Fearon Derry doesn't have. This coming Tuesday, which I will be promoting the game live at the shops of LaSalle for WWE 2K15. So be sure to truck on down there and visit me and get that amazing game. And then Sunday, it's the biggest show of the end of the year, Survivor Series. It's going to be Team Cena versus Team Authority, and I think Team Fearon's going to win.
Smother him, as Jim Norton would say.
Oh, stop it. Would you stop?
I totally have to, come in and troll you guys.
Oh, like you did for the past, I don't know.
I don't do that, dude. I look like a troll.
This is like when I get on Completely Damaged Radio and do the whole longest running pro wrestling, which of course you can hear Mondays from 11 to noon on MoncoRadio.com.
Nice
there
plug,
we go,
nice
shameless.
plug.
Where's that $50 you owe me?
I think that's more than $50 that RC owes me.
Oh, give me a break. Just give me the $50.
Oh, give me a break. Yeah.
But you trying to get another combo with Del Rio?
What are you talking about? I just went up and interviewed and introduced the Hardys.
Oh, how about that?
Yes.
Is the line looking good?
The line is, there's no real line right now. because, a lot of people went, but it was an amazing opportunity. I brought
All
out
right. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Lucas may be dropping the headphones in a second if if they're getting ready to roll out and he doesn't get his chance.
What was funny about that whole meeting? I don't know if I'm cutting into anything.
We got a couple minutes left, and then we're off the air. But the action's on here at Signamania, so make sure you make your way on down here to the Bucks County Technical High School, 610 Worcester Road in Fairless Hills, PA.
Certainly it is. Absolutely amazing right now. I introduced the Hardys. I interviewed them, and I asked Jeff Hardy, does he remember me from Night of Champions back when it was in Philly? He was like, when? I said, in the parking lot, I introduced you. I'd been introducing wrestlers all day. When I introduced Jeff Hardy, I tried to say, and my voice cracked. And I just blew the chance because I'd been doing it all day. I just wanted to introduce everybody. I just introduced Chris Masters perfectly. He comes by, and then he kind of holds back from cracking up, and he's like, wait, I do remember that. Do you have a video of that? I'm like, unfortunately, yes. I kept it to remind myself to never over-announce again. I introduced the both of them. They loved it. They said, we're ready to go. We're ready to kick somebody's ass. Looked at me, and that was the end of the interview.
Wow.
Young Bucks, they take on tonight at House of Hardcore. That wasn't good.
You're excited there, Young Buck.
Yeah, that was.
Well, thanks again, guys.
A little bit.
All right, Stephan Benson, thank you so much for joining us. We're just about ready to wrap up our broadcast here, but I want to thank, so many people to thank. George of George's Cards and Collectibles for. Yeah, we're here till 4 o'clock. I know. I'm thanking George for the opportunity to broadcast here. It's all about the plugs around here. That's what it is.
It's about the Benjamins, baby.
It is about the Benjamins as well. That money, yeah, as Crime Time would say. They're here as well.
Give me a briefcase and a ladder.
Want to thank our program director, Matt Miro, for allowing us the opportunity to be out here. The philosopher, Chris Ermer, for engineering. Nick Cataldi back at the studio, pushing the buttons, turning the dials. There it is. Was expecting that.
Yes.
And thanks to all the guests who have come on here, and Stephan Benson, little Alex. For Lucas the intern, I'm Fearon Derry. Thank you so much for listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly, live here from Signamania. Come on down. We're going to be here for a little bit. Have some business to take care of. For now, we're going to take our business back to the studio. Country music with Nick Cataldi is next here on WBCB. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 AM WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.